up, you guys? My name is Breyonna, and today I'm going to share with you guys how to get this really fun summer-inspired look that has like a really fun pop of color to it, as well as really dewy skin. And today we are going to be using none other than the Jaclyn Volume 2 palette from Morphe, literally one of my all-time favorite palettes. And if you'd like to see my original review on this palette, I'll have it linked in the description box down below for you. But seriously though, I'm just so obsessed with how this turned out. I love like the little hint of pop of color on the eyes with like the fresh dewy skin. Like it's just such a whole vibe. But before we jump into the tutorial, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and also give this video a like. And if you'd like to check me out over on my Instagram page, it is @BreyonnaFaye. As always, the first thing that we are going to be doing before we jump into the palette is of course priming our eyelids, and I'm just going to be using my Anastasia eye primer. Do you ever have days where you just want to use your favorite palette just because you know it works and it doesn't give you any problems? Because that is totally me right now. I don't know what it is. I wanted to play with something new today, but I was like, man, I just want to use something I know I really love. And I don't know why I'm in one of those moods either. So I guess we're going to be going in with the Jaclyn Volume 2 palette from Morphe, because this one is just so good and one of my all-time holy grails. And the first shade that we are going to be going in with is this really pretty yellow shade called No Joke. And then using this Sigma E35, I'm just going to be applying this yellow in the outer third of my crease. And then doing these little tiny circular motions to blend that upwards towards my brow. And I'm also using it to round out my outer V. And I'm just going to build it up ever so slightly too, because I want this yellow extra poppin'. But man, like, I don't know about you guys, but I love the yellow in this palette. Like, it is so good. And like the undertone of it is just like this beautiful, like sunshine butter yellow. You know what, I think we're going to do a halo style today, so I'm going to apply the yellow as well in the crease in the inner third of my eye, and then doing these little tiny circular motions to blend that upwards towards my brow. And I'm also slightly applying it on my lid in this inner third as well. Okay, but is it me, or is this kind of a look where it's at right now? Like, I don't know, there's just something that looks just so cool to me about it. But trust me, we are going to apply more colors now. I'm not going to leave it where it's at. So I think the next one I want to go in with is this really pretty bright orange in the palette called My Man. I swear every single time I say that shade, I just want to do something like super sassy, like, well, my man. I don't know why, it just has like that certain kind of vibe to it. But I'm going to take it on this Morphe M433 blending brush, and I'm going to be applying it in my crease, in the outer third of my eye, so where we apply that yellow. And I'm also using it to round out my outer V. And then once you have it applied, I'm just going to do these little tiny circular motions to blend it upwards into the yellow. But you do want to be careful because this orange is really pigmented and it'll definitely overpower the yellow. So you just want to be a little bit mindful of that. And then I'm just going to be doing the exact same thing in the inner half of our eyes. So I'm just going to take a little bit more of that yellow that we used earlier, and I'm just going to go in with that brush that we applied it with. And I'm just doing these little circular motions right on that edge between the yellow and the orange, just to help make sure everything is all nice and blended together. So once you have that applied and blended out, the next shade that we're going to be going in with is this really pretty pink that also has like a little hint of orange to it, and it's this one right here called Heart On. And then using this Luxie 209 large shading brush, I'm going to be packing it on my lid in the outer third of my eye. And I'm slightly tapping it into the crease as well. Ooh, that shade's really pretty. I don't know if I want to go darker with this look though. I haven't fully decided. But so far, like, this shade is beautiful. Because the shade's like a pink, but it has like this little hint of orange to it. It's a really gorgeous color. And then I'm just going to be doing the exact same thing in the inner third of my eye as well. And again, when you're doing this, you do want to make sure that you have a gap right here in the center. And then once you have it packed down, I'm just going to take the brush that we applied My Man with, that bright orange, with no additional product on it, and I'm just going to start doing these little circular motions to buff out the edge of Heart On. Not gonna lie, like, this is looking a little bit crazy right now, but the next shade that we're going to be going in with is this really sparkly gold in the palette called Talia. And then using a damp and flat shader brush, I'm just going to be applying this to the center of my lid where we have that little gap right here. And when I'm doing this, I'm making sure that I'm really pressing it in. And I'm also slightly bringing it up into my crease as well. Like, this is literally like a liquid gold. Like, it is one of the coolest shades in this palette. I wish that all the shimmers in here had this formula because it's just so extra sparkly. And it has like this wet metallic kind of look to it. And when I'm applying it, I'm slightly feathering it into those outer edges as well. You know what, I'm gonna go in with my finger a little bit because I feel like it's just gonna be a little easier to apply, yeah. Again, I'm applying it to the center, and then I'm kind of like feathering out the edges. just a little bit. So using whatever's left on that brush that we applied the yellow with, I'm slightly dusting it in the center third of my crease, just to make sure everything is all nice and connected. So I kind of want to play around with this liquid fairy lights from Pixie. This one is in the shade Mirage. I used it the other day with a look, and man, like, it was so pretty. It was like this beautiful gold, but it had like a little hint of warmth to it. I'll show you guys in a swatch. But it just has like this beautiful effect to it. If you've never tried these, I really highly recommend them because they have such a nice formula to them. And they're also super, super sparkly. So using the applicator, I'm just going to apply to the center of my lid. And then I'm going to slightly do this little tapping motion to feather out the edges. Oh man, like that is such a cool color. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but it's just so sparkly. And it just kind of made like the center of the lid a little bit more amplified. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, Talia is a really beautiful shade, but I just wanted, like, a little bit of glitter here. You see what I mean, though? Like, it looks so cool in the eyes. So for liquid liner today, I'm just going to go in with this one from NYX. It is a black gel liner, like a liquid one. And this is the Epic Wear Waterproof Eye and Body Liquid Liner. And this one also goes really amazing over glitter. And then for mascara today, I'm just going to go in with one of my favorites, which is Bad Gal Bang from Benefit. Seriously, like, I love this mascara. It is so pretty. The other day, I wore it with minimal makeup, and man, did my lashes look so nice. Because it gives you just the right amount of volume without looking clumpy. And then for lashes, I'm just going to go in with these ones my friend gave me. They don't have a name on them, so I'm not too sure what they're called. They're just a really pretty everyday type of lash. So for primer today, I really want to try out this one from e.l.f. and I know I am so late to the party on this because it launched last year. But this is the Jelly Pop Dew Primer, and apparently it's supposed to act a lot like the Milk Hydro Grip. And I'm going to do maybe like a pump and a half. Ooh, it kind of has like the same consistency in a way. It even feels like it, like seriously, like it feels dead on similar. And I'm just going to focus it in the center of my face. This one doesn't have as much slip as the Milk one does, but it feels a little bit more tacky almost. And then for foundation today, I'm just going to use one of my favorites, which is from NYX. This is the Born to Glow, and I wear shade Light Porcelain. Seriously, one of my all-time favorite foundations. It just wears so nice, and it just has the perfect amount of coverage, especially for summer. And then I'm just going to blend it out using my Morphe sponge. Oh yeah, like this primer is almost a little bit more gripping than the Milk one. Like, I can still feel it. Whereas the Milk one, it kind of sinks into the skin after a minute. I'm just hoping that it doesn't break me out because I haven't tried out e.l.f. products in a really long time. I actually bought this primer and a few other things when I ordered the J Kissa collection. Because I was like, I'm already at free shipping, why not throw a couple more things into my cart? So I got this primer, and then I got 2 liquid shadows, and then I also got the J Kissa palette and the eye topper that it came with. But I will say, like, she's really gripping because, like, I can still kind of feel the tackiness. And then for contour today, I'm just going to use this product from Tarte. This is the Shade Tape Glow Wand in the shade Dream. And technically it is not a contour, I just really like the color of it, and it blends out like butter. I would normally go in with my Fenty one, but honestly, I just want something a little bit, you know, not as dramatic today. Since our eye makeup is a little bit more subtle as well. And then just using a different side of this Morphe sponge, and trying to make sure I don't get all my baby hairs in the product, I'm just going to start blending everything out. Kind of debating if we should do like maybe like a bronzy look today with the face. I don't know, like maybe that would look really pretty next to the eye makeup. And then for concealer today, I'm just going to use this one from e.l.f. This is the 16-Hour Camo Concealer, and I'm going to go in with shade Fair Rose. The first couple times I have used this, I haven't really liked it, but I want to give it another try. Because I know a lot of you guys out there swear by this one. It's just for some odd reason, it always cakes up on me. So I think I'm just going to focus it in certain areas. And then I'm just going to blend this out right away. Normally I like to wait a couple of minutes, but maybe that is the reason why it has been caking up on me. You know, so far it's looking good, and it's also giving me coverage. But time will tell. Gotta make sure I blend out these areas though super quick because I didn't apply as much product here. But I will say, like, this concealer dries down super fast, so you want to be very, very careful with it. You know, honestly, this is probably the best experience I have had with this concealer. Like, it did not cake on me, it didn't do anything funky, and also it's just looking super full coverage. So I guess the key is to blend it out right away and not wait for it to dry down a little bit. Kind of reminds me of the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. Like, you can't wait with that one either. Man, like, that's actually really, really nice looking. I'm glad that I gave it another go because I was kind of debating if I wanted to give it to my mother or not. I think I'm going to keep it to myself now. And then for loose powder today, I'm just going to go in with my trusty Laura Mercier. I love this powder so much. It literally blurs everything. Like, I can tell when I don't use it because my under eyes sometimes look a little chunky. But this one just smooths everything out. And again, I'm just going to be applying it with that Morphe sponge. So for bronzer today, I really want to go in with this one from Fenty. I haven't used it in a really long time. And this is the Sunstalker bronzer in the shade Into Sun. And I'm just going to take it on this Sigma F20 brush. It's kind of like a pinched powder brush. And I'm just going to be applying it in those areas where we applied the cream contour, just to help bring a little bit more warmth back into the face. You know, actually, I really like the color of that. I believe when I first tried this, I wasn't really into bronzer as I am now. Because now I'm a little bit more open-minded with it, because before I only wanted to look really cool toned. But now I'm like, you know what, it's makeup. It washes off at the end of the day. If I don't like it, you know, it just washes off. It's no big deal. Yeah, I actually really like the color of this. I will say I don't think it's like super pigmented, but that's kind of nice because it's a little bit easier to work with then. So for blush today, I really want to go in with this one from Tarte. This one is the Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the shade Glisten, and it's kind of like a peachy pink shade. Oh man, on my brush she is looking really bright, but you know what? Let's see what happens. And I'm just taking it on this Lavender Luxe set from BH Cosmetics. It's a number 3 brush. And I'm just going to be stippling it right on my cheekbone. And I'm also kind of curving it around my eye ever so slightly. Oh, that's actually a really cute shade. I really like it next to the eye look though. They pair super well together. So now we're going to apply some lipstick because, I don't know, like my lips are just looking crusty and it's kind of driving me nuts. But I'm first going to line my lips using this Gerard Cosmetics lip liner. And this one's in the shade Melrose Place. And then for lipstick, I'm going to go in with this one from Gerard Cosmetics again. And this one is a glitter lipstick. I've never used a glitter lipstick before, but this one's just so pretty. And this one's in the shade Hollywood Boulevard. Oh my gosh, like that has the coolest look to it. I don't know if you guys can see the shine, but it's not like an overwhelming type of glitter either. And it also does not feel scratchy. Like this is super, super creamy. I've always wanted to try a glitter lipstick, but I never knew where to start. And I'm so happy that I tried this one because I just love the effect that it gives. It looks like a lip gloss, but it feels like a matte lipstick at the same time. So now we're going to start working on the lower lash line just to get some balance with this look and also just to tie it all together. And I'm first going to go in with that orange shade that we used earlier called My Man. And I'm going to use this Lavish eye shading brush. And I'm just going to take it the long way on this brush and then do back and forth motions to apply it. And I'm just going to take a little bit of Mirage and apply it right in the center of my lower lash line, just for like a little pop of glitter. So now we're going to be doing my absolute favorite part, which is the inner corner highlight. And I mean, you could go in with one of the shades of this palette, but the iciest one in here is unfortunately really pink undertoned, and I want something a little bit more on the gold side. So I'm actually going to be going in with one of my favorite highlighters, and this is from ColourPop. And this is the Super Shock highlighter in the shade Eurocatch, and like this one is literally so good. Now trust me when I say this, like this highlight is blinding. And I'm just going to take it on this little Lavish pencil brush, and I'm going to be packing the shit out of this into my inner corner. And I'm also slightly bringing it underneath the inner tear duct area. This will help open up the eye. Do you see what I mean though? Like she's popping. And that's unfortunately the downfall of this palette to me, the Jaclyn Hill palette, is that there isn't a lot of options for inner corner highlights. Because you guys know I love a good inner corner highlight, and unfortunately the only one you really get in that palette is that pinky one. And I mean, it's fine if you're doing like pink and red looks, but if you are doing something, you know, more on the orange side, it just doesn't pair all that well. I wish that they would have included maybe like a light gold or even like a champagne. Either way though, I love using this ColourPop highlight. Like anytime I can get an excuse to use it, I always take it just because it's so pretty on the eyes. And it's also just a gorgeous highlight in general. And then to line my waterline, I'm just going to go in with this coconut pencil liner from Morphe. I love this one. It wears so well too. And then for highlighter today, I'm just going to go back in with that one that we used for the inner corner. And I'm just going to be stippling this right on top of my cheekbone. And I'm also kind of like curving it around my eye ever so slightly too. But like look how blinding that is. Like, oh. I don't know about you guys, but like a blinding highlight just makes me so excited. Like I don't know what it is about it, but like the glow factor of it is just so good. And last but not least, we are going to be setting the face, and I want to try out Dewy Set from Anastasia. I've never used it before, but I have heard amazing things about it. And this is one of their new minis in the scent Mango. And also, I don't know if you're like this too, but I just cannot resist a good little mini. Like this was just so adorable. And I like that it has like this locking mechanism to the product itself, because I hate setting sprays that have like the double caps to them, because I always lose the one that's most important and then I crack the bigger one. So then it's like if I put it in my purse, they always bust and get everywhere, and it's just like a whole thing. So I'm just gonna shake it first. I'm not too sure if I'm supposed to or not, but let's see what happens. Ooh, that mist though, she's good. And also it gives you like the right amount of product too, because sometimes misters, they don't give you enough, especially ones that have a super fine mist. And also, like this smells so good. It literally smells like a fresh mango. Like it's just so delicious. Because I don't know about you guys, but I hate artificial scents, you know, like artificial strawberry, artificial peach, artificial mango. Like they just smell kind of nasty to me. But this one literally smells like fresh fruit. But yeah, so here's the finished look, and I don't know about you guys, but this is just screaming summer to me. I don't know if it's because of that little hint of orange on the eyes or the glowy, dewy, bronzy skin, but like, man, like, oh, it just gives me like that summer kind of feel, and I'm just all for it. And I'm just saying, like, I could definitely wear this look for the rest of summer, only this look, and I'd be just so stoked about it, because it's very like vibrant and super fresh at the same time. But in the comments down below, let me know what you think about this look, and also let me know if you'd like to see more looks using the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette, because if you guys would like to see them, I'd be happy to film them for you guys. But as always though, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and also give this video a like. And if you'd like to check me out over my Instagram page, it is @Breyonna Faye. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!